Greetings. My name is Paul, and I am the lead research technician here at the How to Linux Research Labs, and I am also the administrator of the Pop! OS Linux Facebook group on Facebook. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to install the Mixxx program, Mixxx, that's triple X, program on Pop! OS Linux 22.04. Okay, let's get started. Okay, what is the Mixxx program? Well, in a nutshell, it's a free and open source DJ software program for Mac OS, Windows, and Linux. And I'm going to install it on Pop! OS Linux 22.04 via the official PPA on Launchpad that the company has provided. They also have a standalone deb, and there's a flat pack, and you can also compile from source. I'm not sure about snaps or app images. I don't think so. And if you can find it in the pop repos, okay, fine. But the benefit of adding a PPA to our sources list is that using a PPA not only ensures that we get new package versions automatically with APT upgrade, but when the version that's in the pop repos, if it's there, I haven't checked, but if it's there, those versions are usually out of date. So you're getting an older version. Yeah, it'll be kept up to date, but only once the new versions hit the pop repos. This way, you're tapping in directly into the source, which is into the into the Mixxx, the Mixxx world, as opposed to dealing with whatever the pop repo maintainers are doing. Okay, so I'm going to add their PPA to our sources list, and we're going to use APT to install from there, and it'll be relatively either it'll be pretty current or maybe a tick behind. Sometimes they are a tick behind, but you're probably going to be better off doing it from a PPA or a standalone deb from the vendor as opposed to what's in the pop repos. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add the repo to our sources list. Okay, that's going to be our first step. First, let me show you that I don't already have anything installed here. Okay, first let me show you that I'm in a pop session here. This is my FastFetch screen here. Pop! OS 22.04. Okay, we're going to install Mixxx on here. Okay, go ahead and clear on that. And let's check our repo manager real quick here. You can also check it in the terminal or in the file manager by looking at the actual source code, looking at the actual sources file. But you can also do it here in the Pop Shop. And there's an option here, System Software Sources, and this takes you to the repo manager. It's a GUI repo manager. Then you go to Extra Sources, and you can go ahead and count how many there are, and let's see if there's anything to do with Mixxx here. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so when we're done, there'll be a sixth one here, and it'll have something to do with Mixxx. Okay, so we'll come back and check that when we're done, and then APT will pull from there. Okay, and just so I can prove that I don't actually have Mixxx already installed, let's go through the folders here real quick. Yeah, nothing Mixxx here. Nothing Mixxx here. Nothing in, that's all LibreOffice there. And then in the library home, M, right? So it would probably be it would be somewhere in this area here. So when we're done, we'll come back and try to spot it. And then we'll try to launch it GUI-wise here, and also see if we can launch it from the terminal if it's if it's already been added to the path variable. Okay, so first step we're going to do is go to our terminal here, and I'll just keep the video rolling while I actually key in the command to add the repo to our APT sources list. Okay, sudo add apt repository PPA personal package archive PPA : Mixxx XXX /mi XXX as well. And then back with the next step. Okay, once we have that keyed in and we've gone over it once and it looks good, okay, we're going to go ahead and enter on that and see what the output is, if any. There'll be some output here, I do believe. Okay, there's some information here for you to read over really quick. Okay, everything looks pretty good there. Press enter to continue. Okay, I want to continue. I don't want to cancel. So we'll enter on that. And it's going to go ahead and add something to do with Mixxx to our sources list here. Okay, let's take a quick little look here. This reflects what's going on in the repo manager. But let's take a little quick look and see what's going on here. And okay, here it is right here. There's a few here. I'm not sure what the breakdown exactly is. What each URL or whatever. They look the same. They're pulling in different components or not, but you get the idea. Launchpad Mixxx. Okay, good. So it's been added. We'll clear on that, and we'll go back and check our GUI one more time. And remember, it was 5 before. Now it's 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, here is the new one here, same as that you see in the terminal. And you can also, and this is a good place to come manage your sources. You could get rid of something. You can add another one manually, or you can go ahead and modify something that already exists. It's enabled, and I don't think you have to deal with any keys at this point. So we're good here. All right, repo manager. Okay, that's good. Now at this point, APT doesn't know about this this new URL for Mixxx. It doesn't know it exists. It doesn't know that it can install, pull from there and install whatever software is there. Okay, so we have to make APT aware of that that repo by updating our APT sources index, sources cache, source list, whatever you want to call it. There's different ways of terming it. But the command for that would be APT update, not upgrade. We're not going to upgrade any existing software. We're just going to make APT aware that there's a new repo so it can pull from it. So it's APT update. Okay, so sudo apt update, enter on that, and okay, at this point, the process was that APT was made aware of that repo. And this one right here, Mixxx. Okay, good. We'll clear on that, and then our next step is to actually just go ahead and issue a standard sudo apt install command, and type in an M, and let's do a tab, nothing, MI, nothing, MIX, nothing there, one more X. Okay, see, I did two X's, and then the third one, tab. When I hit tab, it auto-completed it. Okay, so it's aware of it, and this should be the right command to install Mixxx. Okay, good. Okay, so once you got that keyed in, just a simple enter on that. And let's see if it prompts me and what it's going to do as far as adding any dependencies or whatever. Let's take a quick little look here. Additional packages, I think these are dependencies. Suggested, we can skip that. And okay, so you get the idea, right? Everything's all staged up pretty good. Do I want to continue? Yes, I do. Since the Y is capitalized, that's the default option that's going to be selected. So I don't have to key anything in. I can just enter on that. And then let apt download whatever it's going to download and install whatever it's going to install, which would be the Mixxx program. And then back when it's done, and we'll try to launch it. Okay, that completed with no errors, and I think we're okay as far as Mixxx being installed. We got the main thing to do now is to try to launch it, right? Okay, so we're going to try to launch it from the application folder, the traditional, usual way. It's probably not going to be here or here or here. I'm expecting to find it here. Okay, here it is right here, Mixxx. Okay, that wasn't there before, right? Great. You can left-click and launch it from there, or right-click on it, right-click it, pin to dash or dock actually. Go ahead, and we don't need this repo manager anymore. Okay, so we pinned it to the dock, and then just go ahead and standard left click, and let's see what happens. And we're looking for version 2.2. Let's see here, 2.4.1. Okay, so I'm not sure if this maximizes the screen. Okay, we'll maximize it this way here. Okay, this looks like it. I haven't used it before, so I'm not sure. Well, let's see. This looks like it's actually my okay, like I said, I'm a little bit unfamiliar with this. Okay, well, let's see. I'm not really quite sure how to work with this, to be honest. Okay, I know it's installed here. I don't see any menus here on how to check the version and check the set configuration settings. So I need to play with this on my own, in my own time. Okay, well, I mean, it looks like it's been installed and something's launching. I need to spend some time trying to figure out how to navigate it. Okay. Anyway, it has been installed. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and cancel on that. And go ahead and close everything out here. Quit everything. And then just close everything. Okay, let's see. Like I said, there's some things I need to look at later. I've not done this before. And let me close everything out and back when I'm all ready for the next step. Okay, so that was how to launch it from the GUI. It did seem like I had to wrangle things a little bit. Like I said, I haven't really installed this program before. I don't know if I have the right hardware for it or whatnot. I'm not familiar with it. But, you know, we got it installed and we launched it. So hopefully you can take it from there and make better use of it than I have. So that's one way of launching it, is from the app folder here. You can also launch it from the terminal. Okay, so we're going to find out if the Mixxx program is on the path variable or not. Okay, so I do a which Mixxx. That tells me where Mixxx is staved. And it's in the user bin folder here. So is this path that Mixxx lives on, is that in the path variable? Now you can get the path variable values by echoing out the value in this variable here, path. $, capital path. And as you can see, user bin, and user bin is actually right here. User bin. Okay, so the Mixxx binary, I guess you'd call it the binary, or the program with executable or whatever, is on the path. So whenever you read or see or hear anything about something has to be on the path, this is what it is right here. So Mixxx is on the path. Okay? Mixxx is here, and this is here, and then the whole thing is on the path variable here. So we don't have to manually add it and source things and all that kind of stuff. We're good to go. Okay? So we can go ahead and clear on that, and I'm going to assume that the keyword to launch from the terminal is Mixxx. Okay? I'm going to assume that that's the command to launch it from the terminal, and I believe that's probably right. So let's see what happens. Okay, good. Yeah, that worked as well. And again, it takes me to my local file system. I need to figure out exactly, you know, how to work with it from beyond this point here. But you get the idea, right? So we'll cancel on that, and I'll leave that running because it's kind of hard to close. But yeah, this is Plan B from launching from the terminal. That's usually my plan of things. Plan A is the GUI launch method. Plan B would be the command line method. In case you have a problem in your GUI launch method, you can come here to the command line, launch it from here, and get some output and see if there's anything you can use to debug usage or launch issues. Okay, so that was Mixxx. That was good. And user bin, right? That was the path. And there's really one more way, I guess, I should show you really quick here. You can go into your GUI file manager here. And let's go to that location where we saw that it lives, right? User bin, right? So we're on the root here. I'm going to go to user bin for binary, and we're going to look for Mixxx, M, right? So I'm going to mouse wheel down to the M's, and we're going to look for Mixxx. Okay, there it is right there. And you can launch it from here as well. Right click, go run. Okay, that was good as well. Cancel on that, minimize that, and then you can also probably double click it as well. Let's do a double click. Okay, yeah, that worked as well. Okay, so that's also a way of launching it as well. Okay, so that's Mixxx right there on Pop! OS Linux 22.04. Okay, we're going to go ahead and minimize that. Go back to our terminal here. Leave you with the fast fetch screen. NeoFetch has been abandoned, so fast fetch or screen fetch are kind of the new ways of doing it now. Okay, so that was how to install the Mixxx DJ program on Pop! OS Linux 22.04, and how to launch it by we added the PPA and we checked the sources list and whatnot, and then we launched it via GUI and command line methods. Yeah, so we added their PPA to our sources list, used APT to install it, and we launched it via GUI and command line methods. Okay, so that was how to install Mixxx on Pop! OS Linux 22.04. I am Paul, and I am the lead research technician here at the How to Linux Research Labs, and I'm also the administrator of the Pop! OS Linux Facebook group on Facebook. Please join, even if you don't have Pop. We talk about all different types of distro and technologies and whatnot. Okay, so I want to also ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe on the video. And until my next video, happy Linuxing.